My child, my beloved, before you take your next breath, something is moving toward you with a speed that heaven itself did not expect. And Archangel Michael is screaming your name, because the window is opening. And it will not stay open for long. My beloved, pay close attention. Your ancestral line's strange vibration has grown stronger over the last few hours. It is not a warning. It really is an activation, and it holds the key, the exact key to your romantic alignment and financial destiny. Do this in your heart, my child, before I go on. I am excited to read what heaven has stored for me, because this message will shake your life to its core, if you are not ready for it. My beloved, please subscribe now, stay in touch. Stay aligned because heaven wants to tell you things that most people don't hear until they die. Don't let this connection slip, not right now. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give, and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Something hoped you wouldn't look, but you did. You got here on time, and heaven was hurt by that. Now, I want you to do something that makes the flow of God's favor into your life activate. Immediately press the like button. That one button press is more than just a button. It is a spiritual sign. In this way, you are telling heaven that you are open to receiving this message. Every like is a yes to God's favor flowing into your situation in the spiritual realm. Imagine God's favor pouring down on your finances, relationships, and breakthrough as you hit the like button. What heaven has been waiting to release, let your like activate it. What has been hidden in your life, my beloved, your struggles, delays, and heartbreaks were not luck. They were signs that something ancestral was trying to show up through you. A message that was attempted to be passed down through your bloodline decades ago is finally getting to you tonight. Your last message, whether you saw it or sent it, set off a spiritual chain reaction. My child, heaven saw it all unfold. After that, the countdown began. Not 10 minutes, not 12 minutes, but 11 minutes. My beloved, pay attention. 2 secrets are hidden in this ancestral message. One is about love, and the other is about money. You are about to have both come together in your destiny. My child, you would drop to your knees if you knew what was written in the book of your life for the next few weeks. Something shocking is approaching you. A breakthrough that looks like a breakdown. A blessing that is wrapped in fire. Every time your heart felt confused, every time money went missing, every time love walked toward you but didn't stay, it was because this ancestral message was waiting to arrive first. My beloved, your romantic alignment is beginning to shift. My child, someone who thought they were gone is still there. Someone or something is pulling them back toward you, that is stronger than their reason, their pride, or their fear. This is not coincidence, my beloved. Archangel Michael says, this is called recalibration. 2 destinies are being moved. Someone is changing the way their heart works. Someone is changing their path to come toward you. Please understand that, my child, your money, the rise, the miracles, and the unexpected money were all delayed. Because you had not yet received one instruction. It is coming soon, this very moment, my beloved, in these very words. You are at the threshold of the version of yourself that your ancestors prayed for. And Archangel Michael screams, the one they cried out for, the one they begged God to send into the world. A generational curse is about to break open. My child, a blessing for future generations is emerging, and you, my beloved, are the chosen vessel. The spiritual world has been trying to keep something in your energy safe. Some people tried to hurt it out of jealousy, doubt, or bad intentions. Heaven reclaims it today though. My child, if you feel warm or your heart is beating differently right now, it means that Archangel Michael is close by, and carrying the message that your ancestors sealed with their last breath. This message is not kind, my beloved. This is not a soft message. This message isn't meant to make you feel good. This message is meant to wake you up. My child, you are about to learn something that will change the way you think about the past. Something that changes the way you are going to live your life. Something that can open doors that no one can close. Your financial destiny is not arbitrary, my beloved. There was writing, and someone tried to mess with it. It wasn't magic or rituals, but doubt was put in your mind. Heaven saw that and stepped in to help. Your romantic alignment, my child, the person who is close to your heart, and whose energy keeps coming back, even when distance tries to separate you. In this ancestral message, they play a role. My beloved, they were picked by your ancestors. Heaven is showing them the way, but you have to be awake to get what is coming. What I am about to tell you, my child, might shock you. It may be hard to believe, but this is the truth that heaven has been trying to tell us for years. After your last message, my beloved, your life felt very strange. That is because the spiritual world saw that you were finally ready to hear this one. Dear child, the countdown keeps going. 11 minutes, 10 seconds, 9. To my beloved, I will take you deeper, sentence by sentence, revelation by revelation, until you understand everything. Before I go on, my child, my beloved, please take a deep breath. What is coming next has been kept from you for years. A spiritual lock opened around your life. The moment you decided not to ignore this message, says Archangel Michael. Your soul felt it, even if you couldn't hear it. All of a sudden, my beloved, each paragraph is a window. There is an activation on every line as this awakening grows inside you. Know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description, or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Every word has the vibration that your ancestors begged God to give you before it was too late. Time is bending around your destiny right now, my child, and Archangel Michael is screaming at you. Now is the time to find your place in this window. As your spiritual signature, type Amen in the comments right now to say that you will not miss what heaven is letting out. In the spiritual realm, your Amen is heard. It lets your ancestors and Archangel Michael know that you are awake, ready, and open to receiving. Before the window shifts, do it now. What used to take months will soon only take hours. What usually requires giving up something is about to come for free before anyone else saw. You prayed for this shift. Heaven says that there are two shadows behind your recent days. My beloved, one from your past and one from someone else's plan. They both thought they could stop your miracle, but they didn't know who was standing next to you. My child, you have an army behind you that you cannot see. People who loved you, lost loved ones, fought for you, and now rise for you. Today, one of them is stepping forward stronger than the others to finish a message they didn't get to while they were alive. My beloved, this ancestor gave you a gift that you never understood. A spiritual sense, divine intuition, or the power of knowing what will happen before it does. It was always there, that odd awareness. Those sudden feelings, and those warnings that you cannot explain. It was them, my kid. They kept you going through times that should have broken you. They guarded you in silence, waiting for the precise year, month, and day. The exact 11-minute window is now open. My beloved, heaven says that this window will not open for a while. Archangel, my child, time is currently bending around your destiny, which is why Michael is screaming. What used to take months will soon only take hours. What usually requires giving up something is about to come for free. Before anyone else saw, you prayed for this shift. Heaven says that there are two shadows behind your recent days, my beloved. One from your past and one from someone else's plan. Both shadows thought they could make your miracle take longer. But they didn't know who is now standing next to you, my child. You have an army behind you that you cannot see. People who loved you, lost loved ones, fought for you, and now rise for you. Today, one of them is stepping forward stronger than the others to finish a message they didn't get to while they were alive. My beloved, this ancestor gave you a gift that you never understood, a spiritual sense, divine intuition, or the power of knowing what will happen before it does. It was always there, that odd awareness, those sudden feelings, and those warnings that you cannot explain. It was them, my kid. They kept you going through times that should have broken you. They guarded you in silence, waiting for the precise year, month, and day. The exact 11-minute window is now open. My beloved, heaven says that this window will not open for a while. That is why Archangel screaming is Michael. He is not screaming out of fear. He is screaming so you don't miss the revelation that is happening right in front of you as you read. The truth about your financial destiny, my child, is powerful. You were not supposed to struggle in the way that you do. A promise of abundance was made to your soul when it was born. But because someone in your bloodline broke a promise of thanks a long time ago, that promise was locked. This vow is finally being fixed through you, my beloved, so that is why money has been hard for you, showing up, going away, stopping, and beginning. It wasn't a bad sign, failure was not it. It had to do with unfinished spiritual business. When you open this message, my child, your ancestors started to untangle the knots that were holding your prosperity back. One financial door has already opened in your favor, says Archangel Michael. My beloved, it has started even if you cannot see it yet. The second part of this message is even more powerful, so pay close attention. Your romantic alignment. A significant disturbance has been felt in your connection by the person who is connected to your heart and carries your spiritual signature. Their soul knows what it means, but they don't. This individual is tied to your destiny, my child. They saw dreams in heaven in their heart. Heaven whispered your name. Heaven kept bringing their attention back to you. Still, something or someone made things confusing between you two. This is the truth, my beloved. You should know, says Archangel Michael. There was someone who said something bad about your love life out of fear or jealousy. A thought, a comment, or a wish that you wouldn't get the love that was meant for you. Okay, my child, this interference is over now. Someone who is meant to be in your heart is being spiritually redirected toward you, and your energy is being cleansed. No more than a few days from now, my beloved, you will see signs, messages, dreams, or movements that you didn't expect from this person. Their heart is beating faster. They feel more and more guilty. Their longing is becoming too much to bear. It is not coincidence, my child. All of this is spiritual alignment. This is divine timing making something that was supposed to happen later happen now. There is something else, my beloved. There is something that heaven wants you to hear right now. Your last message, whether it was sent, received, or ignored, sent a shockwave through your destiny. Parts of your future that were dormant were made awake. Love, money, protection, and purpose were all brought up. That was the spark. My child, you can call this message the explosion, my beloved Archangel. As you move into this new cycle, Michael says that blessings will not come your way. The door will be broken. However, only if you remain awake, aligned, and receptive. Your ancestors are standing in a circle around you right now, my child. The message they have been carrying for decades is finally being delivered. And one of them is crying tears of joy. Archangel Michael now tells me, my beloved, you are not running out of time. My child, time is running out for you. What is coming is bigger than what went away. What is getting stronger is what broke apart. More powerful than what was taken from you is what is being aligned, my beloved. Let's go deeper now. What you are about to read will tell you the exact emotional truth you weren't told, and the exact financial opportunity that is coming up. Next, my child, my beloved, I will tell you the part of the message that your ancestors guarded the most carefully. This part was kept secret by Archangel Michael, because you wouldn't have believed it if you heard it too soon. My beloved, it would have broken you if you had heard it too late. Take deep breaths. Rest your heart, because the truth is now coming at you in waves. Each wave carries a piece of your destiny that was written into your name before you were even born. There is a reason, my child, why you have been experiencing emotional instability lately. Something that made your chest feel heavy for no reason. Despite everything appearing to be normal on the surface, you could feel a shift in the energy around you. This wasn't stress. There was no imagination here. This was your soul getting ready for the message that was about to arrive. Archangel Michael, my beloved, says that in the last 3 nights, your dreams sent you signals that were meant to help you. But your waking mind was unable to decode them. In light of this, heaven picked a louder method today. Archangel Michael is screaming as a result of this. That is why your spirit was brought here without warning. Regarding the timing of your blessings, my child, you must comprehend something. Heaven doesn't move late. When you are prepared to receive what comes, heaven moves. That is what your ancestors knew. This was known by Archangel Michael. God knew this. You finally understand this now. An opportunity that was meant to show up months ago is in your financial destiny. My beloved, if that person in your life had been around when your abundance came, they would have drained it, blocked it, or used you. Archangel Michael either took them away, exposed them, or weakened the connection to the point where it dissolved. You thought you were losing people, my child, but heaven says you were actually losing obstacles. There were divine fingerprints on every exit in your life. The opportunity that is coming your way right now, my beloved, is connected to expansion on all levels: financial, emotional, and spiritual. You have never had an opportunity like this one. It is coming now because your energy isn't leaking out of the wrong connections anymore. Archangel Michael tells me that in the last 3 nights, your dreams sent you signals that were meant to help you, but your conscious mind was unable to decode them. In light of this, heaven picked a louder method today. Archangel Michael is screaming as a result of this. That is why your spirit was brought here without warning. Regarding the timing of your blessings, my child, you must comprehend something. Heaven doesn't move late. When you are prepared to receive what comes, heaven moves. That is what your ancestors knew. This was known by Archangel Michael. God knew this. You finally understand this now. An opportunity that was meant to show up months ago is in your financial destiny, my beloved. If that person in your life had been around when your abundance came, they would have drained it, blocked it, or used you. Archangel Michael either took them away, exposed them, or weakened the connection to the point where it dissolved. You thought you were losing people, my child, but heaven says you were actually losing obstacles. There were divine fingerprints on every exit in your life. The opportunity that is coming your way right now, my beloved, is connected to expansion on all levels: financial, emotional, and spiritual. You have never had an opportunity like this one. It is coming now because your energy isn't leaking out of the wrong connections anymore. Archangel Michael, my child, wants you to understand this well. It has not blocked your money. It is being rerouted. There is something coming into alignment that is better than what you asked for. Something that matches your effort, your heart, your growth, and your destiny. Let's get to the bottom of your romantic alignment now, my beloved. The most urgent part of heaven is what it says. There has been a restless person near your heart. They can feel you leaving. The spiritual shift is felt by them around you. A higher version of yourself is being pulled toward you by destiny. This scares them. This person tried to hide how they felt, but heaven wouldn't let them. They tried to focus on something else, but your energy kept drawing them back. They tried to act like nothing had changed, but everything did. Your final message, your final pause, and your final emotional shift, their awareness of losing something irreplaceable was awakened by all of it. You, my beloved, your ancestor steps forward right now whispering this truth, and Archangel Michael says, This person's soul is speaking louder than their words. They may not tell you everything yet, but their heart is already confessing in the spiritual realm. Your memory, your fear, and your pain are all older than this connection. This is why, my child, you can feel them from far away. That is why their feelings hit you without any reason. That is why you can tell what they are thinking before they speak. Beyond this lifetime, your souls have a history, my beloved. But there is more, something that no one else knows. Recently, this person saw something that changed how they felt about you. A message about you, a conversation, a memory, a realization, my child. They didn't tell you, but it scared them. Their heart was compelled into alignment with destiny by this realization. Now heaven, not fear, is telling them what to do next. Between you and this person, Archangel Michael is clearing the way, getting rid of any misunderstandings, stopping any spiritual interference, freeing up any emotional blocks, and leading them back to the connection that was meant to be between you. This is not ordinary love, my beloved. This love is written into your soul contract. Your purpose is linked to this love in your life, my child. This love activates blessings, protection, and elevation. But there is also a warning here, one that the Archangel Michael says cannot be ignored. Someone near you or them expressed negativity regarding this connection. Something meant to separate what heaven joined. A subtle word, a hidden envy, a fearful suggestion. Temporarily, it worked, but not now. The window to fix, restore, and realign this connection is open right now, but only for a short time. That is why my beloved Archangel Michael is screaming. This is the 11-minute spiritual doorway for you. The outcome shifts dramatically after this window closes. Before this window shuts, I want you to do something right now that will make the anointing stronger in your life. Someone you care about might need this breakthrough and be waiting for their own 11-minute window. Please share this video with them. The power of this message doubles in your life as you share it. The breakthrough you are hoping for will start to happen more quickly. You can spread more than just a video when you share. You can also spread the word of God. It is about being a way for heaven to reach other people. Now, click the share button and send this to your family, friends, and social media. You will speed up your own breakthrough as soon as you share this truth with someone else. My child, you need to stay awake. Keep your door open. Your ancestors are not finished speaking, so remain receptive. They need to tell you one more truth. A truth about why the last few days have been weird, heavy, emotional, or hard to predict. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary, where we discuss the Word daily, and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith, and as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. My beloved, the energy you felt wasn't a coincidence. In your timeline, it was the start of the miracle. We have reached a turning point where your agreement is important. You need to write these exact words in the comments. My destiny is unlocking. Don't say, I hope it unlocks, or maybe someday. Just write it. You give the spiritual world permission to speed up what has been delayed when you say these words. Watch out, your ancestors hear this. Archangel Michael, launch your destiny right now with your words. My child. The part of the message that explains what is about to happen in your physical reality is being explored further. The next part of the message from heaven is guarded with the greatest intensity. My child, my beloved, something spiritually significant has been shifting behind your physical reality over the past 7 days. According to Archangel Michael, your spirit is finally strong enough to hear it without fear, without confusion, and without running from your own destiny. It hit you emotionally. It felt like it was in your energy. You saw small changes, signs, sudden heavy feelings, and sudden clarity. Your soul recognized it even though you couldn't explain it. My child, this shift marked the start of a spiritual awakening that occurs only a few times in a person's lifetime. There is a merging of ancestral power, a release of blocked blessings, and a turning of destiny. It is happening to you now, my beloved. This is the time to lock in your prophetic alignment. Now is the time to subscribe to this channel, if you haven't already. Don't forget to click the bell icon, and hit the subscribe button, so you don't miss when heaven speaks. Signing up for a channel is more than just following it. It is a spiritual promise. Your subscription activates a prophetic covering over your life, saying to God, I am staying connected to the voice of prophecy. I am lining up with divine timing. I will not miss what heaven is releasing to make sure you don't miss what God is about to do. Do it now. Your ancestors attempted to deliver this message for years but were blocked by your environment, your relationships, your fears, your distractions, and your heartbreaks. According to Archangel Michael, they tried to get to you many times, but something always kept you away. Something drowned out their voice every time they whispered guidance. You heard them today though. You found the message that was just for you today. Spiritual interference collapsed today. This is why Archangel Michael is screaming, my child, in the spiritual realm. This is why your name was called, because destiny is working in your favor, and heaven cannot risk you missing this moment. There is a great deal of urgency. My beloved, please pay close attention. Your ancestors say that 3 hidden forces have had a bigger impact on your life than you realize. 1. A blessing that was given to your name, but never activated. The second is a love that was written for your soul but was cut off. Third, a postponed financial elevation awaited a spiritual green light. There are 3 forces awakening today. Let's start by talking about the blessing, my child. It seemed like your soul had a spiritual inheritance that didn't match your physical reality for years. You thought you were meant for more purpose, clarity, abundance, and peace. But there was always a sense of incompleteness. What you felt wasn't your imagination, but it was memory, a memory of the blessing you had before your struggles started, my beloved. Something kept pulling you away every time they tried to reach you. Something drowned out their voice every time they whispered guidance. You heard them today though. You found the message that was just for you today. Spiritual interference collapsed today. This is why Archangel Michael is screaming, "My child," in the spiritual realm. This is why your name was called, because destiny is working in your favor, and heaven cannot risk you missing this moment. There is a great deal of urgency. My beloved, please pay close attention. Your ancestors say that 3 hidden forces have had a bigger impact on your life than you realize. 1. A blessing that was given to your name but never activated. The second is a love that was written for your soul but was cut off. Third, a postponed financial elevation awaited a spiritual green light. There are 3 forces awakening today. Let's start by talking about the blessing, my child. It seemed like your soul had a spiritual inheritance that didn't match your physical reality for years. You thought you were meant for more purpose, clarity, abundance, and peace. But there was always a sense of incompleteness. What you felt wasn't your imagination, but it was memory. A memory of the blessing you had before your struggles started. This blessing is now moving into your current shift line, my beloved. Archangel Michael says it will start as a small sign, then as a confirmation, and finally as a huge breakthrough that comes out of nowhere and makes everyone happy. There is now a second force in your life, my child. Love written for your soul. Not ordinary is this connection, not by chance. It cannot be changed. It is a soul thread, a deal you made with God before you were born, that will guide your spiritual and emotional growth. This person holds the key to your peace. There is a key to their awakening that you carry. That is why you both couldn't really leave, even though things seemed to make it impossible at the time. My beloved, the thing that used to keep you two apart is falling apart. What was hidden will come to light. What was not clear will be made clear. Things that were lost will come back in a better form. This connection will open a part of you that has been closed for too long. A piece that your ancestors have been keeping secret until the right time. Your financial elevation is the third force, my child. It wasn't bad luck that you lost money. Your weights were not a punishment. It was not your fault that you struggled. The truth is told by Archangel Michael. During their lifetime, one of your ancestors experienced severe financial injustice. Although they died thinking they had won, their fight was not over spiritually. Opportunities, money, stability, and confidence were impacted in each generation by the unresolved energy from that wrongdoing that traveled down your bloodline. To break this cycle, my beloved, you are the one chosen to reclaim what was lost. You have been chosen to restore what was taken. You have been selected. Your financial elevation, therefore, starts right now. Not next week, not next year, but right now, my child. The truth about your last message. Now comes the deepest part. Archangel Michael adds, the moment you sent or received your last message, a spiritual doorway cracked open. That message was not ordinary. It carried energy. It carried emotion. It carried alignment. It awakened the ancestral message that had been sleeping. My beloved, whatever you said, whatever you felt, whatever you decided in that moment, it triggered a spiritual chain reaction. Your ancestors moved. Archangel Michael rose. Heaven aligned, and destiny shifted. This is why your energy felt different afterward. This is why your emotions became heavier or clearer. This is why something inside you whispered, something is coming, my child. You were not imagining it. You were sensing your future, my beloved. Archangel Michael says, the next phase of your destiny is already approaching. A message, a sign, a shift in energy, a surprise opportunity, the return of someone you didn't expect, or the reopening of a closed financial door in your favor. There is no chance in these events. The first ripples of the ancestral message's full manifestation are these. The part of the message where the exact nature of the blessing, the love, and the financial shift will be revealed to you, my child, is now approaching. The next few paragraphs will give you the clarity you have been waiting for. My child, my beloved, says Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael wants you to calm your heart. Before I tell you what is going to happen next. What is going to be said carries weight. The kind of weight that redirects the future itself, changes decisions, and rearranges emotions. My beloved, you have reached the part of the message where the hidden becomes exposed, the unseen becomes visible, and the confusion in your past starts to make sense. My child, there is a truth about your emotional life that you have avoided, not because you were weak, but because your soul knew that hearing it too soon would hurt your hope. Heaven protected your hope, which is a fragile thread. But now, your hope is stronger. Your spirit is ready today. The truth will not break you today, it will set you free. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, there is something you need to know about the way people have treated you in the last few months. Some withdrew, some became cold, some acted strange, some pretended they didn't care, some secretly cared too much, but hid it behind silence. You thought their behavior reflected your worth. It didn't. It reflected their fear. My child, your energy is rising spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. People felt this rise before you did. Some admired it, some resisted it. Some feared they would lose access to you when your destiny opened. They were right. My beloved, heaven says you outgrew certain people faster than you realized. And because of that, some relationships cracked. Some connections dissolved. And some hearts pulled away without explanation. It was not rejection. It was realignment, my child. You were never meant to carry everyone with you into the next chapter. Some people were part of the preparation, not the purpose. Some were lessons, not lifetimes. Some were mirrors, not partners. But one person, one soul in particular, was not meant to leave your story at all. My beloved, this person has felt the same spiritual shift that you felt. They might not understand it logically, but their heart recognizes the pull. Their soul is restless. Their thoughts keep drifting back to you. Their emotions rise without warning. Archangel Michael says, this person recently had a moment of truth. They were forced to recognize the strength of their connection to you, my child, by something they witnessed, heard, or felt. This realization scared them. People who have never experienced a safe place to land are terrified of love. People who have been abandoned are scared of connection. It wasn't their fear was shown by it. Your energy is increasing energetically, spiritually, and emotionally, my child. Before you did, other people felt this rise. Some people admired it. There were those who resisted when your destiny opened. Some people feared they would lose access to you. They were right. Heaven says you outgrew some people faster than you thought, my beloved. And as a result, some heartbreak, some relationships dissolved, and some connections pulled away without warning. It wasn't rejection. It was a realignment. You were never meant to carry everyone with you into the next chapter of your life, my child. Some people were involved in the preparation, but not the purpose itself. Some were lessons, not life lessons. Some of them were mirrors, not partners, not one person, not one soul that was meant to leave your story at all. This person has felt the same spiritual shift that you did, my beloved. They might not understand it logically, but their heart feels the pull. They have a restless soul. Their minds keep going back to you without any warning. Their emotions rise. Archangel Michael says, this person recently had a moment of truth. Something they saw, heard, or felt that forced them to acknowledge the depth of their connection to you, my child. This realization scared them. Love scares people who have never known a safe place to land. Connection scares people who have been abandoned. Destiny scares people who have never trusted their own heart. But despite their fear, their soul keeps calling your name. My beloved, your ancestors say this connection is not over. It is not finished. It is not forgotten. It is simply preparing for a new beginning. One that is aligned with who you are becoming, not who you used to be. My child, you deserve a love that sees you, a love that chooses you, a love that stays, a love that heals, not hurts, a love that lifts, not drains. And that is why heaven had been protecting your romantic path so fiercely, because the next chapter of your love life is tied to your purpose, your abundance, and your emotional elevation. My beloved, now Archangel Michael turns your attention back to your financial destiny. There is something coming, a shift, an opportunity, a moment of recognition that will feel almost unreal when it arrives. You will look at it and ask, why me? What is going on here so quickly? My child, the answer is simple. Because heaven withheld this blessing until you were spiritually strong enough to handle it. What is coming requires maturity. It requires discernment. It requires emotional strength. It requires a peaceful heart. Everything you lost, everything you cried over, everything you questioned was preparing you for this moment. My beloved, Archangel Michael says, your financial elevation will appear in one of three forms. An important message connected to money, unexpected opportunity, someone who can open a door that you cannot open on your own. It is not going to look forced. Nothing will look complicated. It is not going to look unstable. It is going to flow. The way it goes will feel guided because it is my child. It will feel like destiny. It is extraordinary what your ancestors reveal. Your name is linked to wealth that was never given to you. Not physical inheritance, but rather energetic inheritance, spiritual inheritance, and destiny inheritance. This inheritance skipped past others in your bloodline, because it was meant for someone with the emotional strength, intuition, and bloodline to use it correctly. My beloved, that person is you. We are now getting to the deepest part. The part that Archangel Michael says will shake the confusion out of your past and illuminate the truth that has been hiding in your story this entire time. The following sentences will explain why your last message set off destiny, why the spiritual world responded right away, and why your life began to shift right after that. There is more to this message than what has been said so far. My child and beloved, Archangel Michael says, this is the moment your spirit has been inching toward for years without realizing it. The moment where the truth finally steps out of the shadows. My beloved, your last message, the one you sent, received, read, or even ignored was not ordinary. It carried a vibration strong enough to activate a dormant piece of your destiny. This is why everything around you began shifting afterward, even if you didn't understand it. My child, heaven watches your life through energy, not actions. Your last message released an energy you had been holding for a long time. Pain, forgiveness, acceptance, clarity, or emotional truth. Whatever it was, it created a crack in the spiritual walls surrounding you. And through that crack, light entered. Alignment entered. Destiny entered. My beloved, that message was your spiritual turning point. Archangel Michael says it marked the instant. Heaven knew you were ready for what comes next. Before that moment, you were still healing, still carrying old wounds, still fighting silent battles, still trying to understand why your life felt paused. But the moment that message was sent into the world, your timeline unlocked, my child. This is why your emotions suddenly changed. This is why your dreams felt intense. This is why your energy felt strange in your body. This is why your heart sensed a shift before your mind could explain it. You didn't imagine it. You didn't overthink it. You didn't misunderstand it. You felt destiny moving. My beloved Archangel Michael now reveals the deeper truth. There was someone connected to your energy who needed that message more than you realized. Someone whose soul reacted the moment your words or silence reached them. Someone who began thinking about you differently after that moment. Someone who felt fear, regret, longing, clarity, all at once. This is the person tied to your romantic destiny, my child. When they felt your energy shift through that message, it awakened a sleeping truth inside them. The truth that they cannot outrun the connection to you. The truth that life feels different without you. The truth that they are being spiritually redirected toward what their heart has avoided. This is why they have been restless. This is why they have been replaying memories. This is why they feel you even when you are distant. My beloved Archangel Michael says this person has been receiving signs about you. Dreams, sudden thoughts, emotional waves, unexpected reminders. They may not tell you, but heaven has been speaking to them repeatedly. Your connection is not coincidence. It is contract. It is alignment. It is destiny woven through multiple lifetimes. My child, now listen to what your ancestors are stepping forward to say. Do not fear losing what was written for you. You can lose a friend. You can lose a job. You can lose a moment, but you cannot lose what God tied to your soul before birth. My beloved, now let us return to the financial destiny unfolding around you. Someone whose soul reacted the moment your words or silence reached them. Someone who began thinking about you differently after that moment. Someone who felt fear, regret, longing, clarity all at once. This is the person tied to your romantic destiny. My child, when they felt your energy shift through that message, it awakened a sleeping truth inside them. The truth that they cannot outrun the connection to you. The truth that life feels different without you. The truth that they are being spiritually redirected toward what their heart has avoided. This is why they have been restless. This is why they have been replaying memories. This is why they feel you even when you are distant. My beloved Archangel Michael says, this person has been receiving signs about you, dreams, unexpected reminders, sudden thoughts, and emotional waves. They might not tell you, but heaven has been speaking repeatedly to them. It is not coincidence that you have made this connection. This is a contract. It is alignment. It is destiny woven through various lifetimes. Now, my child, pay attention to what your ancestors have to say. Fear losing what was written for you is unjust. You might lose a friend, lose a job is possible. It is possible to lose a moment. But you cannot lose what God tied to your soul before birth. Let's go back to your financial destiny, my beloved. Something very important is revealed by Archangel Michael. There is no struggle, effort, or exhaustion involved in your abundance. It is coming through alignment. You used to look for opportunities. Opportunities are now chasing you. You worked for stability in the past. Clarity will now lead to stability. You have tried to force doors in the past. From now on, doors will open themselves. My child, your spiritual foundation was not solid enough, which is why money felt unstable in your life for so long. Your heart was split. There was a leak in your energy. Your faith was worn out. Your feelings were hazy. You cannot build abundance on broken ground, so heaven rebuilt your ground in silence. You were isolated because of this, my beloved. Why certain people drifted away. Why some connections broke off. Why some opportunities passed you by. It seemed like those endings were losses to you. They weren't. They looked like clearings. Heaven cannot plant a seed where weeds still exist. My child, your financial destiny is on its way to you now that your spirit is ready. Your ground is clean. Your heart is clearer and your destiny is aligned. To seal this prophetic promise in your life, I need you to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This is your way of saying, God, I am grateful for every promise you have spoken over me. I am positioning myself to receive every prophetic word. Your subscription activates the angelic assignment over your life. It connects you to the continuous flow of revelation that heaven is releasing. Don't let this promise pass you by. Subscribe now and claim your place in God's prophetic plan. It will look small but carry enormous potential. My beloved, your ancestors whisper something powerful here. They tried to give this blessing to someone before you. But that person wasn't ready. And so the blessing waited year after year, generation after generation until it found you. The one who can carry it. The one who can protect it. The one who can rise with it. My child, you are the turning point of your bloodline. The rest of your family, past and future, benefits from the shift happening in your life right now. Archangel Michael says, this is not just about you. It is about healing everything that came before you and elevating everything that will come after you. My beloved, we are now entering the section where the specific emotional truth behind your recent struggles will be revealed. Why things fell apart. Why people behaved strangely. Why your heart felt heavy and why your path took unexpected turns. This is the that brings clarity. This is the part that breaks confusion. This is the part that prepares you for the miracle approaching. My child, my beloved, before I take you deeper, Archangel Michael asks you to prepare your heart. The truth you are about to hear is not gentle, but it is liberating. It will not hurt you. It will free you. It will not confuse you. It will clarify what years of never could. My beloved, you have been carrying questions in your heart that you never said out loud. Questions about why certain people treated you the way they did. Questions about why good things slipped away. Questions about why your path took turns you didn't understand. Questions about why your heart felt heavy when nothing was wrong around you. Heaven has been watching you struggle with these unanswered truths. And now finally the answers are being released. My child, there is something important Archangel Michael wants you to understand. First, your pain was not random. Your confusion was not a punishment. Your delays were not failures. Everything you went through was part of a spiritual correction, a redirection, a cleansing, a preparation. My beloved, Heaven says that many of the hardships you faced were not meant for you. They were inherited emotions, generational wounds, and burdens passed down through your bloodline. You felt things that didn't belong to your lifetime. You carried emotional weights that weren't your own. You fought battles that began long before you were born. Your ancestors couldn't finish those battles. So the spiritual world chose you as the one strong enough to end them. This is the moment of acceptance. The moment where you stop questioning and start receiving. Type this in the comments with full faith. I receive every blessing. Not just some blessings. Every blessing written for your name. Every blessing your ancestors prayed for. Every blessing heaven has been holding. Write it now and feel the shift as heaven releases what has been waiting for you. Stay with me until the final word, my child. This is why your life has felt heavier than most people's. This is why you have always been more intuitive, more sensitive, more aware. This is why your heart breaks deeply, but loves even deeper. You are the spiritual anchor of your lineage, my beloved. Now, I will reveal the part of the message that explains your recent emotional suffering. There is a person, someone close to you, or someone who once held a place in your life, who carried hidden pain, jealousy, or insecurity toward you. They never said it. They never admitted it. They never showed it clearly, but their energy sent waves into your life, my child. Every time they doubted you, your spirit felt it. Every time they envied you, your progress slowed. Every time they spoke negatively, your heart became heavy without knowing why. Archangel Michael says, this person's energy interfered with your emotional clarity, which is why your recent days felt unpredictable, heavy, or emotionally draining, my beloved. But here is the truth that God wants you to take in. Your destiny is no longer in their hands. This person is no longer able to change your path. The energy of this person no longer throws off your alignment. Before they could physically block your blessing, Archangel Michael took them away spiritually. I want to help you understand the real reason behind your heartbreaks, my child. There were times when you received pain in return for your love. There were times when someone broke your trust. There were times when you expected loyalty, but received none. When someone left you without giving a reason, after you opened your heart, you thought these times were failures. But God saw them as chances to save people. You were being watched over, my beloved. Someone close to you, or who used to be important in your life, is filled with pain, jealousy, or insecurity toward you. They didn't say it. They never said they did it. They never made it clear. However, my child, their energy sent waves into your life. Your spirit knew every time they didn't believe in you. Your progress slowed down every time they felt bad for you. Every time they said something bad, your heart felt heavy for no reason. This person's energy interfered with your emotional clarity, which is why your recent days felt unpredictable, heavy, or emotionally draining, says Archangel Michael, my beloved. But here is the truth that God wants you to take in. Your destiny is no longer in their hands. This person is no longer able to change your path. The energy of this person no longer throws off your alignment. Before they could physically block your blessing, Archangel Michael took them away spiritually. I want to help you understand the real reason behind your heartbreaks, my child. There were times when you received pain in return for your love. There were times when someone broke your trust. There were times when you expected loyalty, but received none. When someone left you without giving a reason. After you opened your heart, you thought these times were failures. But God saw them as chances to save people. You were being watched over, my beloved. Safe from those who would have taken your destiny hostage. Safe from love that might have taken your attention away from your purpose. Safe from relationships that would have drained the abundance that is now available to you. Some losses turn out to be blessings in disguise. God steps in at times to make endings happen. Your heart breaking wasn't a punishment. According to Archangel Michael, it was a turn towards someone who fits your soul, not away from being alone. My child, the person whose energy pulls you without giving a reason, and with whom your heart is spiritually aligned, also felt the separation very deeply. But they didn't tell you this truth. They didn't feel prepared. They didn't feel like it was enough. They were scared by how deep you were. They thought they didn't deserve your love. They were afraid of making you unhappy. They pulled away instead of speaking. They didn't explain. They hid. They let go too soon instead of holding on. But heaven didn't cut off your connection. My beloved, this person is being awakened spiritually. Their soul is getting better. The steps they were taking are now going toward you. They are getting prepared to build something stronger than what they had before. Not to repeat the mistakes of the past. A sign from them will appear sooner than you think, according to Archangel Michael. Listen up, child. The next part is very important when it comes to your destiny. Your energy field has grown over the last few days. This expansion put a glow around your future that spiritually brought you new opportunities before they show up in the real world. This is why you have been feeling a sudden shift in intuition, a strange sense of anticipation, moments of emotional release, unexplainable calmness, or unexpected heaviness. These are signs that the timeline is getting better. You are not on the same spiritual path you were on last week. My beloved, you were pulled into a higher frequency by the message you opened today. In this frequency, blessings move faster, clarity comes more easily, and destiny opens wider. Heaven says that the time for your breakthrough has come. Things that had been stuck for years start to move quickly during this rare time. My child, the next part I'm going to show you has specific signs you will see when your spiritual breakthrough becomes physical reality. There are signs about your love life, your money, and your emotional healing. This message is over, but your breakthrough is just getting started. I want you to do one last act of faith before you leave. This will seal everything you have received today. Send this video to other people. Send it to someone who needs to hear that their door is about to open. Send it in a message or share it on social media. Let it reach anyone God puts on your heart. You activate a breakthrough anointing for yourself as well as for them. When you share this prophetic word, your sharing positions you for double in your own life. Just as Elisha received a double portion when he stayed with Elijah, your money will double. Your love will grow bigger. You will have twice as much peace. Share this right now and see how heaven reacts to your obedience. Like, subscribe, and share. And proceed in peace knowing that your 11-minute window is open and your destiny is shifting. My beloved, may God bless you. The ancestors are happy. This is what Archangel Michael sees. Now is the time for your breakthrough. Amen. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, The link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. Your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.